Question number 2. Is it dangerous to try and hear from God? I love that question. Well, let me be honest, it can be. And again, before some of my charismatic friends jump all over me, I think we've got to be real and got to be honest with this. And I want to contend for a life where we really hear from God in dramatic, glorious, powerful, clear, amazing ways. And yet at the same time, we're honest if we miss it. We're honest if we mess up. We're honest. And we don't become weird, which is a later question as well. So I want to say that it can be. Hearing from God is not dangerous. Let me phrase it in this way. To hear from God is never dangerous. To think you have heard from God when you have not heard from God can be very dangerous. To hear from God is not dangerous. To hear from God and put your own interpretation, spin, timing, application upon what you have genuinely heard from God actually is dangerous. So the key, what a lot of churches have done with the subject is just said, yeah, there's an inherent danger and possibility for stupidity around this subject, so we'll just leave it alone. We'll just play in the shallow end of the pool. We'll just stay safe. And if we never try to hear from God, we'll never get any mistakes. And I know that especially as pastors, because people will come to you with the weirdest things and they'll want to put a tagline on it that says, God told me to do this. I actually have a rule in my church. If you're going to tell me God told me to do this, well, why are you telling me? Don't bother. Who am I to argue with God? But don't do that anywhere near me. The problem is it's like playing a veto card. And I think at very best, we should say, hey, I think God might have said this to me, and I want to discern that. I want to test that. I want other people to speak into that thing. So some people go, it's dangerous to hear from God, we'll stay away from that. I think that's dumb and stupid. I think the challenge of the church, and there are churches that are doing this well, is saying, well, God does speak, but people's mind speaks. Maybe the devil speaks, pizza speaks. You know, it's like at times other things get in that mix. And rather than fall into the ditch of running away from the subject, or the ditch of saying, oh, just anything goes, hey, if God said it, go for it kind of thing. What we should do is be people of the book, be people of the word, be people who are walking in fellowship, be people who have leaders and godly men and women in our life. What we should do is walk in humility. What we should do is look at the church as a safe place to make small mistakes and to learn and to stretch and to grow and to build good history. So I believe, yeah, there's a ditch of ignoring this subject, ditch of just doing crazy things. And then there's a glorious highway of holiness where Jesus says, follow me, and we can learn to do these things well. Boom.